So I'm here in New England National Park. It's actually just maybe 50-60 miles south of where I was in my previous video in Gibraltar Range National Park. And it's also located in the Gondwana National Rainforest, National World Heritage Site. So you still get a lot of ferns here and a lot of moss on trees and everything. But here it's a lot higher elevation. It's about at 45 to 5,000 feet. And it's a little bit colder than it was at the Gibraltar Range as well. It's about 6 degrees Celsius, and at night it's probably going to drop well below zero, but we'll see. So I'm hiking to Wright's Lookout. It's a nice lookout with the mountains around here, so hopefully I'll be able to get an image for sunset. So this is a pretty easy walk. It follows this fire road first for about a kilometer and a half. Then it'll break off and go to the overlook. But we're getting some nice light in the forest to the right here. And if I can find the right spot with the right ferns in it, I'll try and go take a picture of that. Because I do still have a lot of time until sunset. And I still haven't photographed any ferns while in these rainforests. So I might go down there and then go for a quick wander. Nah, really not much down here. What the light's hitting is just all these little shrubs, and what I'm looking for is kind of these big ferns here. I want some of those to catch the light and then try and get an image with the ferns and then just the dark background, because it still is light out, so sometimes the light will break through the trees, and I don't want that. I want the fern just with nothing but like black in the background, no other light getting in. Otherwise it could potentially ruin the image. So I'll just keep looking up the trail and see if I find anything else. Alright, so this is what I've been looking for here. Got this fern catching some nice light and also this tree catching light as well. And there's a hill to the background, so I won't have any blown out highlights from the sky in the background. So I'm going to set up my camera, try and compose an image, and see what I can get. Heck of a climb to get up here. Pretty steep stairs, but I'm sure the view up top's gonna be worth it. Yeah, as you can see, some real spectacular views from up here. Got all the mountains and everything, but it's kind of, we're on top of like a plateau here, and the trail keeps moving along the cliffside and everything, and there's also mountains on the other side. So I still have about 2 hours until sunset, so I have plenty of time. So I'm just going to kind of explore around the area and look for a composition, and then just wait for sunset. Yeah, there's really amazing views here. But I just, the only problem I have is I don't know what the light's gonna do. Because I think once the sun goes behind this mountain there, all the light in the scene will be gone, all the sunlight will. but I'm not sure for blue hour how it'll look, because yesterday in the mountains it got a real nice blue tint and we got some real nice color in the sky, because there's not too many clouds today, just kind of far off on the horizon. But if we get the nice hues in the sky like we did yesterday at blue hour, oh, it'd be really nice. So what I'm doing now is just wandering around looking for foreground interest, because for my background interest, obviously the mountains and everything is the mountains in the sky. So I'm just trying to find something to put in the foreground, because I am going to use my wide angle lens tonight. So I do want something in the foreground, then the mountains will be the midground / background, and then the sky will be the background as well. So yeah, I'm just going to wander around for probably the next 30 minutes until I come up with a composition. Alright, so I was actually struggling a little bit to find a composition. I was just looking for something for foreground interest, and all these shrubs here on the cliffside were just kind of a mess and just not pleasing for the foreground. So I just ended up finding these bare rocks here that don't have too much mess or anything. And I framed up a vertical composition, and I'll kind of show you from behind the camera. Alright, so you can see here I just have these rocks in the foreground here, this rock, and then we have this mountain, and then the other mountains in the background there. So it kind of layers, which I like for the images. Then I've got a good amount of the sky as well. So hopefully the sky will light up pretty good tonight. So pretty basic composition. Yeah, so a real simple composition, and a little bit sketchy because I'm right by the cliff, but not too close. Still got about a couple of feet, so it's not too bad. And this shot's going to be a blue hour shot, just because there's not going to be any sunlight when there's color in the clouds. And if I would have done a time blend, the images I would have took while there's sunlight in this scene would be way too harsh to blend with the images of the nice color in the sky for sunset. So I'll just wait until all the light's gone and then start taking some images. So I actually just adjusted my composition a little bit. I just moved a little bit lower because I want a little bit more of the foreground in the scene and a little bit more of the sky as well. Even though there's not many clouds and pretty much most of the sky is just empty space, it's still, I kind of want a third of the image sky. So I just kind of dropped it a little bit. And now I am going to take some images right now because we are getting some real nice light and it might just work with the light. So I am in a focus stack, so focusing as close to the rock as possible. 1/2 second f11 ISO 100. Then focus a little bit further on the rock. Same settings. And then the farthest point away from the rock. Then I'm going to focus on the mountains and take an image, just to make sure it's sharp throughout. Yeah, the light's really changing rapidly now, so I'm just doing that over and over again, adjusting my shutter speed as necessary. Again, making sure nothing's blown out, because I'm able to do this image without bracketing, because the filter, the graduated filter, blocks out the sky enough so I don't have to do any bracketing. And I'm not sure when the best light's going to be, so I'm just probably going to keep shooting throughout sunset and doing the same 4 focus stack. Yeah, I really like this image, how you have the lines in it. It kind of leads the eye through, like the line of the rock and then the lines of the mountain zigzag back to the peaks. Ah, that sun went down and now it's getting real cold. At least it's not windy though, so it's not too bad. And also with doing the 4 image focus stack, I think it's too much because I was checking and I think I might only need to do 2 focus stack. But I'd rather take the images and have them than not have them, just because I can't really tell on the back of the screen. It looks sharp, but when you get it to the computer, then you can really tell. So now we're getting some pretty interesting hues in the sky, so I'm going to take some more images. 4-second exposure this time, f11, ISO 100. And again, still doing the same 4-image focus stack just in case. So that's all for today's video. The light's pretty much gone and it's not going to get any more dramatic than what it was. I'm pretty happy with the images. Just a nice simple composition, and also had some right at sunset with some light on the peaks and then some blue hour ones as well. So it's just interesting how the different light within the matter of minutes can change the image so much. So yeah, pretty happy with those shots. Now I got the nice cold long hike back in the dark, but it shouldn't be too bad. The trail's not too bad, and it's just a nice descent down and then a little bit of an incline back to the car, so it won't be too exhausted. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow I think I might be heading to the beach to Hat Head National Park, or maybe I'll hit up one of these other mountain national parks here in the Gondwana rainforest. Not too sure yet. We'll just see what happens. I'll see you later.